What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys can tell how excited I am, because I am actually pretty excited on making this video. I am going to be telling you guys my initial impressions on the new TREMEC TKX. The transmission is right there in that box, so I have it in my possession, and we are going to be putting it in. I'm going to see if it's notchy like the TKO 600. Hopefully it's a good transmission, but if it's bad, I'll tell you. I will gladly be the guinea pig for everybody else. I'm excited. I just had to have it. So let's put the transmission in. Enough talking. I'm going to show you guys me opening up the box, everything like that, so you guys know exactly what to expect. Done deal. Let's install this. Let's do this together. Let's install this transmission and get it in and get it out on the road. Let's do it.
All right. The box is out and we're here with the car. So let's get the box open. Let's see what is inside and let's get this installed right in there. So like I said in my last video, this is the cross member that I have for the car. So let's see if I can manage this one-handed. Top came off. Let me get my hand in there. All right. Oh boy. There it is. So this is everything that it comes with. It comes with a bunch of free cardboard. And just like that. Look at that. That is, I will say right now, just looking at it from the top, it is significantly smaller than my old TKO 600. So let me get this out and get it up on the bench, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, and just like that, she is out of the box and right here. One thing that I will say right now, I am actually a huge fan. Obviously, it's not in the car, and I have no experience with it in a car. But one thing I will say that I hated about the TKO 600 was they used silicone. Now I can't really tell in here. It looks like gaskets, which I am a huge fan of, because my TKO 600 brand new leaked like a sieve, and I could not stand that. So one thing that I noticed here is there's nice, I don't know what material that is, but it's gasket material, and that I am definitely a huge fan of that. Now looking at it from right here, the little vent right here, what I noticed on the TKO 600 versus this one's right here, right next to where the bell housing is. On the TKO 600, it's right around this area, but it's I like that it's right there more. So if you have a smaller trans tunnel, they accounted for that. So, but other than everything else seems to be the same. There's still a for your speedo cable. This is for your reverse lights. Let me spin it around here. Let me make sure I don't drop a brand new transmission here. Everything looks the same over here. One thing I did notice, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is on the other side so I think it's over here on the TKO 600. For whatever reason, it's on this side. I don't utilize this, so this will just get zip tied probably somewhere. But other than it, here is the buck tag for it. Oh, if you get rid of that 5 right there, 1776, we got a good transmission. So let's stop talking and let's start getting this into the Cobra. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but One thing I kind of wanted to tell you guys was if you have a triax arm from Sita, it will bolt up. One thing that you will notice if you're going from a T5 to pretty much any, I think TKO 500s, 600s, and this transmission, if you're going from T5 to any of those, you will have to get a new arm. So that's, I guess, something to think about. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that this does go together and everything like that. But yeah, I'm sorry. Let's install it. All right, and transmission is in. It did. So one thing I want to point out, nothing wrong with it. Just so that you guys are aware, going from a TKO 600 to this, they are the same bell housing. So if that is something you are questioning, is if they're the same bell housing, so if you already have a TKO in your car and you're wanting to switch to the TKX, they are the same bell housing. But the Stifler's crossmember looks awesome. I just gotta obviously plug that in. Ooh, just like that. And then the speed cable will go right there. I did have to take the shifter off. I actually did not ruin the gasket, luckily. So I will put the shifter on from up there, which is no big deal. I did fill it before I put it in the car because it does have this little plug in here that is awesome that they provide. So I was able to put fluid in it while I was on the bench over there. So let me tidy everything up, put the exhaust back on, and we will go for a ride. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, transmission is in. Everything is on. Now, let me get in it. I have not moved the ball side to side yet. Now, let's do it. Let's see what if. Obviously, the car isn't running, but you can still get a good feel. It's got a little fucking smudgy, but it's all right. All right. All right, I'm not even gonna lie. That feels awesome. I am not even gonna lie. First feels really good. Second feels really good. Second to third actually feels like a good shot. You can feel the pattern, whereas in other transmissions you don't really feel the actual pattern. So, and the one thing I did notice is it springs back really, really fast. So if you go like this, it's in second right now. Right back to neutral. It wants to go right back to that spot, which I am actually a fan of. But let's drive it. I'm very curious on how it drives. So let me stop talking. Let's drive.
All right, I'm gonna start it. Now, I will say right now, I'm not gonna beat the piss out of it in the first 2 seconds of it being in. So just kind of a disclaimer. So let me make sure it's in neutral. Kind of like that. Fires right up. And let's go for a ride. All right, so I'm gonna kind of hold you guys for the first couple minutes, and then I'll put you up on the mount there. But I will say, it is not notchy whatsoever. It honestly feels really good. Like I said, as soon as it wants to go right back to that position, which I like, which that makes it really easy for the 2 to 3 shift. You barely have to put any effort into it. When you go from 2, you can literally it'll go right back, and then all you do is, which makes for a really easy 2 to 3 shift.
but let's get out on the road. All right, so we are out on the road. I've not put it in the second yet. Let's put it in the second. Right in. I can already tell I like this a lot better than the TKO 600. Now let's do a 2 to 3. Right in. That is not notchy at all. It's actually really smooth. It has a I wouldn't say it's notchy, but it has a tiny bit of crunch. I don't know if that's particularly the word I want to use, but I mean, it's so far so good. Obviously, the transmission went in a couple minutes ago, so the first couple miles here, I'm gonna try not to beat the crap out of it, but I might do a little spicy 3 to 4. But let me put you guys up on the mount and let me stop being a liability and maybe not crash into the ditch.
All right, going down a hill. I'm not gonna downshift yet. I'm just gonna let it come to a stop. Then I'm gonna take off like how I normally would, and then once I get on the highway here, then I'll get on it. So a complaint I had with the TKO 600, and I'll try to speak up since the car is kind of loud. You couldn't really get the car in first unless you were going like 5 miles an hour and under, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But back there, it went into first really, really smooth. So and I didn't have to force it in like I did with TKO. So overall, right now, I've driven the car a couple minutes, and I like it a lot more than the TKO. Let's do a 3 to 4. No notchiness, like I said, there's a tiny bit of crunch, but it's a good kind of crunch. Like I said, I don't know if I want to use the word crunch, but I'm liking it so far. So far, so good. I'll get you a clip up here of me doing a somewhat aggressive 3 to 4. Like I said, I'm not going to power shift it because it's a brand new transmission, and I'd rather not break it on the first hour. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going on the on-ramp up right now, or going up the on-ramp right now. First, second. All right, I'm actually a big fan of that 2 to 3 shift. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of goes in kind of by itself. So let's try a somewhat aggressive 3 to 4 shift. Actually felt really good. It went in the gear, buttery smooth. Like I said, I'm not gonna no lift shift or power shift it. It's a brand new transmission. Once I get some more miles on it, I'll do it and get you another video. But yeah, so far so good. But I mean, for the most part, I really have no complaints. Putting it in was actually a breeze. It's the same thing as a TKX, or I'm sorry, TKO. Same belt housing, bolt pattern, same everything. So it should be an easy install if you have a TKO already. But yeah, let me park and give you guys a good review. All right, so my final opinions on the TREMEC TKX. I would say if you are going from a TKO 600, oh, there's the dog. If you're going from a TKO 600 to the TKX, or if you're essentially going from anything besides like a T56, and obviously I don't know why you'd be even considering a TKX. I would definitely do the TKX. I'm sure once it has a little bit more aftermarket support, it'll have, you know, an actual short throw shifter, stuff like that. So, but it actually, with the stock shifter, it shifts really good, and it's not notchy. It's, like I said, it's light years ahead of the TKO 600. So I give TREMEC props, and this is not paid. I paid for the transmission all by myself. I didn't have anything like that. If you are looking for a TKX late model restoration for under the 79 to 95, actually maybe even the 99 or 94 to 04, it might be, but it's in that category. So if you go under there, you'll find it TKX, and I think out the door price was right around $2,900. So $2,900. I sold my, essentially, I essentially gave it away just because I don't like sitting on stuff a whole lot. So I sold that and got this for essentially what I thought was a fair price. So like I said, I think it's a good price. So I mean, like I said, they don't make the TKX or TKO anymore. They might for a couple more months, but as far as I know, all the dealers of the TREMEC stuff have taken the TKOs off of their websites. So TKX, my final thoughts are, it's a good transmission. If you're thinking about upgrading, I see no complaint. I would definitely do it in a heartbeat, and I'm actually really glad I did. I enjoyed driving it. I drove it, I think it says 25 miles, and it was a bunch of city driving. I got on it a couple times, and it was good. So, I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I can try to answer any questions that some of you may have. If I can't, then TREMEC can, or you can just call TREMEC. You don't gotta message me. But yeah, that should be it for this video, though. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out. But other than, stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate you stopping by and watching my review on the TKX. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.